So, an argument I always find interesting about Christianity is the fact that a lot of people like to think that science is the answer to everything and disproves the existence of God, when really all science does is explain the natural world. The scientific method relies solely upon what we can observe. And people like to think that, oh, because we can't physically observe God, that means there isn't a God. But that's not the case. You see, scientists haven't physically observed the Big Bang Theory or many of the other evolution-based theories of how we as humans came to be or how the universe came to be. You're relying on the scientific facts you know from current observations that could be a possibility. So in the same way, just because we haven't observed God doesn't mean he's not real. It just means we never were there, nor can we go back to a time where we could observe that fact. Likewise, a science has proven time and again that something cannot come from nothing, or that life cannot come from non-life. And this has been consistent with pretty much everything else. The only reason we have theories like primordial soup or the Big Bang is because we haven't observed life come from non-life, and that's what some people want to say created things, when really the answer in the Bible is just, it was God. To me, this makes a lot more sense than that, oh, we were an accident, a cosmic accident caused by certain elements mixing together. If you think about how scientifically detailed and created we are, it is a lot more viable to think that an intelligent mind created us rather than it was just some process that randomly happened. Because so much of our DNA structure, so much of how even if the slightest thing was off, the entire world would collapse or our bodies would collapse, makes me think that someone intelligently constructed us and also intelligently constructed everything. Harping back to the idea that something had to have created this world, this universe, and the laws we live in because something has not come from nothing, it would make sense to believe that there is an eternal God who is outside the laws that we are bound to, because they had to be the one to create it because they were outside of it. And in this case, God is that one. He created the natural laws that we can observe in our world and time, space, and all of that because he was outside of it. And in that case, it continues the trend of something coming from another thing and not having life come from unlife. So in the end, believing in God does not disqualify you from believing in science. He's the intelligent mind that created everything around us and invented those processes we can see each and every day. God bless you all.